Welcome to the Productive and Free YouTube channel. This week's video is part of a series called 3 Takeaways, in which I share 3 insights from inspiring books, leaders, or podcasts. Have you ever wondered what qualities make people successful? Is it how they manage their day, their way of thinking, or how they approach problems? More importantly, how can we replicate what they do so that we could also be successful? Well, if you have, then the best-selling book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is for you. The author, Stephen R. Covey, is one of the most popular business and self-development figures of our time. And in this book, he lists 7 activities and ways of thinking that, when turned into habits, can help us reach our potential and, of course, be successful. In order, here are the 7 habits. Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Think win-win. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Synergize. And lastly, sharpen the saw. Take note that this book was first published in 1988, and now, almost 30 years later, the concepts you'll find here are still applicable and worth applying to our own lives. In fact, it's one of my most favorite books of all time. So, in the form of 3 of the 7 habits, here are my 3 takeaways. The first, be proactive. In this first habit, the author differentiates the thoughts and activities of those who are proactive and those who are reactive. I encourage you to ask yourself, do you take responsibility for your actions and your situation? Are you concerned with your circle of concern or your circle of influence? Do you follow through with your commitments? We see this in others often. They use their scarce resources, imperfect upbringing, and lack of opportunity as excuses and then play the victim the rest of their lives. They say, I didn't go to the right school, or I wasn't given that opportunity, or my parents made me this way. But to be proactive means to take initiative and to exercise control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions. There's a reason this is the first habit, because instead of automatically reacting to outside stimuli, people who are proactive think of the options available and recognize that they always have a choice on how they'd respond. The author quotes, "Between stimulus and response is a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response. In those choices lie our growth and happiness." Second, begin with the end in mind. Imagine you're climbing a ladder. It's really tall and you're afraid of heights, and you're quite frankly exhausted since it's so high up. But how would you react if, as soon as you reach the top, you find out that the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall? Now, if you apply this to your goals and how you live your life, this second habit means you should make sure that whatever you do each day will contribute to the vision you have of your life in a meaningful way, so that you don't simply climb the wrong wall or waste time, energy, and attention. The author explains the importance of having a clear destination in mind, and one way to do this is to properly set goals and craft your own personal mission statement. It can be as simple or complex as you want, as long as you focus on what you want to be and what you want to do, and you identify the values and principles upon which your being and doing will be based on. The third and last takeaway I want to share with you is in the form of the 7th habit, which is sharpen the saw. In any industry or situation, it's necessary for us to commit to renewal and continuous learning. Whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, taking up classes, or attending workshops, we should be devoted to improving our number one asset, which is ourselves. Especially with the ever-increasing demands we face today, it's only through self-improvement, self-renewal, and self-care that we can become our most productive and effective selves. The author proposed focusing on 4 key dimensions: physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional or social. In terms of physical, you have exercise, nutrition, and stress management. In terms of spiritual, you have clarifying your values, principles, and goals. In terms of mental, reading, planning, examining your thought processes, and learning. In terms of emotional or social, you have service, empathy, and developing your relationships with others. Remember, all 7 habits are explained sequentially in the book, but they're all interrelated. This means that improvement of one habit synergistically increases your ability to live the rest. From the way they deal with obstacles to the manner that they approach accomplishing their goals, Highly effective people certainly have distinguishing qualities, but more than what they do once in a while, it's what they do consistently that counts. But what about you guys? Which habit are you most interested in developing? If you've read this book, what are your 3 takeaways? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you honestly enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons so I know to keep releasing content that's relevant to you. Now, if you're serious about being productive, I'm inviting you to come check out Optimize Your To-Do List. It's a free 5-day email challenge designed to help you overcome overwhelm and instead be proactive when it comes to your to-do list. Just head on over to productiveandfree.com/join. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time right here on Productive and Free. Bye guys!